In the grasslands of Africa, there's a predator that doesn't sneak or pounce. It walks. Towering at nearly 4 feet, elegant and calm, this creature doesn't look like a killer. But don't be fooled, because when it strikes, the result is deadly. This is the secretary bird, and it's the predator you never saw coming. At first glance, the secretary bird looks like it belongs on a runway, not the food chain. Long eyelashes, graceful legs, feathers like a robe. But under that elegance lies raw, calculated power. Revered in African folklore, it was once believed to be a divine messenger. Today, it's something far more real and far more dangerous. The secretary bird doesn't use claws, it doesn't dive from above, it hunts on foot with deadly accuracy. And its weapon of choice? A kick. But not just any kick. This bird delivers strikes with the force of a sledgehammer. Fast enough to break bones, powerful enough to kill venomous snakes in seconds. Its precision is no accident. Its evolution, perfected. And its hunting tactics aren't random. Studies have shown that this bird selects its prey with intention. It favors certain types of snakes and rodents, choosing those that are more vulnerable or out in the open. This behavior shows a level of planning and intelligence that elevates the secretary bird beyond mere instinct. In controlled studies, secretary birds have been observed striking in rhythm, almost like a trained martial artist. The repeated, consistent movements suggest learned behavior. Over time, they become more efficient hunters. Every movement has a purpose, and every strike is practiced perfection. Even more fascinating is how these birds communicate. Mated pairs often hunt together in a loose partnership. One will flush the prey, while the other waits in ambush. This cooperation is rare among birds of prey, and shows just how complex the secretary bird's behaviors really are. Known across Africa as the snake slayer, it can kill cobras, mambas, even puff adders. Venom doesn't scare it. Teeth don't stop it. And it doesn't need backup. One bird, one kick. Game over. Let's break down exactly how a secretary bird takes down one of the most feared snakes on the continent. The black mamba. This highly aggressive, venomous snake can reach speeds of up to 12 miles per hour and delivers a bite that can kill a human in under 20 minutes. But to the secretary bird, it's lunch. The bird approaches slowly, carefully measuring distance. The snake coils, hisses, and strikes, but the bird jumps vertically, its legs springing upward like pistons. The timing is crucial. With millisecond precision, the bird slams down, targeting the snake's head with its talon-shielded foot. One strike, then 2, then 3. The snake may try to retreat, but it's too late. The force of impact causes internal hemorrhaging, and if the skull doesn't shatter immediately, the repeated blows guarantee a swift end. What makes this even more impressive is that the secretary bird often avoids venom entirely. It positions its strikes at the snake's head, far from the venomous fangs, and rarely needs to bite. This means less risk and more reward. And it's not just snakes. The secretary bird takes on mongoose, large insects, rodents, even baby hares. It's an opportunist with a predator's instinct and a tactician's patience. How did such a strange combination of traits evolve? To understand the secretary bird's unique biology, we have to look at its family tree. It's technically a bird of prey, but it's unlike any hawk, eagle, or falcon. It belongs to its own family, Sagittariidae, a branch with no living relatives. Its closest cousins are vultures and kites, but none of them behave anything like it. The long legs are built for walking, not perching. The face resembles an eagle, but the feathers around its head fan out like quills, possibly to distract or confuse attackers. Its toes are not built for gripping like an owl or hawk, but for striking, hard, fast, and repeatedly. Scientists believe that millions of years of adaptation to open habitats shaped its form. With no trees to hide in, it became a walker. With dangerous prey on the ground, it became a striker. In every sense, the secretary bird is custom-built for one thing: ground dominance. Throughout Africa, the secretary bird holds symbolic power. In many countries, it's a national icon. In fact, it's the national bird of Sudan and appears on South Africa's coat of arms. Why? Because it represents precision, resilience, and protection. It's said that wherever the secretary bird walks, snakes disappear. Farmers view them as protectors of crops and children. In some legends, their feathers were used in ceremonial dress. To see one in the wild is considered good fortune, but modern threats have arrived. Habitat loss and human expansion are putting pressure on populations. Although not endangered yet, numbers are in decline. Conservationists are sounding the alarm. Protect the bird, and you protect the ecosystem. Because the secretary bird isn't just a predator, it's a keystone species. And when it vanishes, the balance shifts. In the wild, things aren't always what they seem. Sometimes, the most unassuming creatures are the most lethal. The secretary bird may not roar, but it commands the savanna with every step. Because in nature, you don't have to look dangerous to be deadly. And maybe that's the greatest power of all. Paws and Claws TV is focused on animal content and targets animal lovers of all ages. The tone of the channel is professional, edgy, and family-friendly, offering insightful content about creatures,